Ooh, hello, buddy. This is Sarge Epic here, and welcome to Ranked number 29. That is right, I am back with yet another episode of Ranked, and this is a big one, so I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. And if you don't know what Ranked is, it is where I go through the comics from my latest hauls, in this case, because this was 2 hauls ago now, and I ranked them from my least favorite to my favorites. So yes, that is right. I'm gonna get right into this. I'm gonna show off the books first. I'm gonna show you guys the cover of the haul, and then we're gonna get into the ranking. So I got WWE issue number 5, The Walking Dead issue number 168, The Road's End, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 29. By the way, these were so incredibly hard to rank, and there was some weird ranking spots of Finn's not as high as I kind of wish they were, and Finn's lower than I wish they were. Youngblood issue number 2, The Defenders issues number 1 and 2. America issue number 1. This is just the variant cover that I had gotten, the hip hop variant cover, so I'm gonna throw this aside. And I'm actually going to do this with the Black Widow number 1 Young variant too. Show it off quickly. Dark Days the Forge issue number 1, one shot. The Divided States of Hysteria issue number 1. The Avengers issues number 6 through 9 with some variants for number 1. Jessica Jones issue number 9. Zombies Assemble issue number 3. Old Man Logan issues number 1 through 4. Boop 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 boop. The Uncanny Avengers issue number 23. Secret Empire issue number 4 with some variants too, the action figure variant and the Hydra Hero variant. All-Star Batman number 1 Director's Cut. X-Men Gold issue number 6. Spider-Man / Deadpool issue number 18. Deadpool issue number 32. And Invincible Iron Man issues number 7 and 8. With my cover of the haul, the Mary Jane variant for issue number 8. Holy shit, is that an awesome cover. I'm so glad I got one. I think I got the last one too, actually, or there was one more left. So yeah, we're gonna get right into this with my least favorite / my number 19, as I have 19 ranking spots for this haul. Some of these I'm not gonna talk a lot about, maybe even all of them. I'm just gonna do quick overviews, what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy. But my least favorite of this haul / my number 19 is Youngblood issue number 2. I think both times I've gotten Youngblood now, it has come in at my least favorite. I'm actually seriously considering dropping this title at some point, and I might. So far, I've gotten all the copies my shop's gotten in though, which means I have 5 comics for Youngblood, which kind of like, and actually, it is Tuesday. It's the 31st, I think, of July. No, it's the 1st of August. It's the 1st of August today when I'm recording this. I was actually supposed to be working today. I would have not even been off yet, I don't think. What time is it? No. But yeah, not anymore, so I can record this. But yeah, Youngblood number 2. I don't know what it is about the series. I actually enjoyed this issue probably more than issue number 1. I quite enjoyed it. And this series has some promise, but as of right now, this is definitely one of the series I could probably end up dropping just to make it so I can spend less money than I am right now, because I'm spending a lot of money on comics, and that way I can also just focus on getting more stuff that I want to get outside of my pull list too when I want to. But for that to happen, I gotta catch up first now, if you're gonna say, yeah, whatever. So, Youngblood number 2, I don't know. In fact, like, the cast and characters starting to really grow on me. The bonus story was good again, if I remember. Yeah, I just don't know. What can you say? Anyway, I kind of forget all the characters' names now, so, yeah. Anyway, moving on, though, to my number 18, we have the Divided States of Hysteria issue number 1. I actually kind of thought and was worried this would come in at my least favorite, but this did barely beat out Youngblood. It's not that I didn't enjoy this, I just also have the stigma around my comics to where I feel like sometimes if it's between a Marvel and Image book per se, or a Marvel and independent book, or even DC and independent book, I probably give the bigger company the advantage also a bit. But no, this is a really good read. The part with the transgender character I thought was pretty good. It was kind of funny, but also like not, because it's actually really sad for what that character's obviously been through because of the messed up world. Really controversial story. I'm gonna keep picking it up for now. It might even make it to my poll list. I would even be tempted to get rid of Youngblood in favor of Hysteria, the 5 States of Hysteria, if it continues like this. So we'll see what happens, or it'll just be added with it. But I feel like I might be, because I remember my shops ordered in 1 copy of issue number 4. I think I don't know how many are free, but of 4, only 1 copy. So I might be the only person picking up the series if I want to be reading it. But I gotta pick up issue number 2, maybe even in the next haul, just to see if I'm going to enjoy that issue too. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move on now to my number 17, which sadly, this came in really ranked lowly, especially after the first 2 issues were on fire and were ranked really high. But it is Zombies Assemble issue number 3, and you know this was a really good haul when this book came so low. It's also, I think this book also came so low because I was kind of like interrupted and didn't really get to fully focus on this book while I was reading it, but it was still really good. I enjoyed the character interactions a lot. Kind of just felt like, not as much happened. The cliffhanger didn't really grab my attention like it should have. Oh no. But like I said, I'm going to make this quick, so I'm already going to move on to my number 16, which is Dark Days The Forge. 1 shot. Got the 2 covers also for that one, I forgot to mention. I think this is the John Romita Jr. cover. I'm pretty sure John Romita Jr. cover is the one I'm missing. Yes. Really good. This was a really good story. I'm going to be picking up all the Dark Days stuff, which I kind of already planned on it anyway because it's supposed to be a big story. This is really good. Loved all the characters in here. Of course, Batman. Awesome. That opening was great. It was just a good read through it, and actually probably one I'll reread, maybe even decently soon. So yeah, really good story. I recommend you pick it up. And I'm gonna move on now to I'm gonna start piling them over here actually. Also, I'm gonna move on now to my number 15, which is Invincible Iron Man issues number 7 and 8. These were really good also. Love the interactions between AI Tony and Riri. Those are probably the best part about the story. Character's great. Got to see, I forget the character's name. But all the prospects in Riri's life right now. This series is coming to a close at issue 11, I think. 9 is out. 10 is about to be out, like, probably within the next couple weeks, I think. So, yeah, only a couple more issues, a few more issues to go of Invincible Iron Man, and a couple more of Infamous to go. But I have to catch up on Infamous because I'm waiting for issue 7 still. If it doesn't come in, like, within, like, this month or whatever, then I'm just going to have to skip over it, sadly. But, yeah, I'm going to move on now to my number 14. Which is gonna have to. I'm trying to do this quick, like as quick as I can. My number 14 this is ranking really low, and this is kind of sad. But my number 14 is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 29. That is right. Kicking off the Secret Empire tie-in arc for Amazing Spider-Man, which goes till issue 31. It's a free issue arc because 32 focuses back on Norman Osborn again, and then it goes to Legacy number, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. The schedule. I think that's how it works. Pretty interesting. It was a really good story. Great to see great to see Otto Octavius back as Superior Octopus now. Love Otto Octavius is like my favorite Spider-Man villain. Dr. Octopus, Superior Octopus, whatever you want to call him. Great stuff. The opening was really good. I don't know what it was that made this be ranked so low, but it's just I still liked it. So, moving on now to my number 13. It is WWE issue number 5. Oh, Dennis Hopeless wrote this issue. That's probably why I liked it. Has he been writing it the whole time? Because if so, I do love me some Hopeless. And Acuna's the artist. This is the best Daniel Acuna art I've seen then, or unless he's just because he's teamed up with people. Yeah. This issue focuses on Dean Ambrose, which is really awesome. Kind of a nice change from Seth to Dean. In fact, this might be one of my favorite issues of WWE. This really. Why does this comic kind of have better writing than the creative team on in actual WWE? I mean, this was really good. Great to see Brock Lesnar. Great to see Sasha Banks. Backstage stuff was cool. The whole car story was awesome. Uh, this was just a really good issue, and I can't wait to read more. And in fact, the next issue, I have free covers to get for it, so that's cool that I have some variants. I still have the title variants to get for the issues 2 through 4 also. And then, next, moving on now to my number 12, getting close to my top 10 here. I almost just did my top 10 for this video, but I decided I might as well do them all. But my number 12, and this one's coming in really low, because it's always been ranked high, and next to it's a sibling title, but this time it's nowhere close. That is right, it is X-Men Gold, issue number 6. I don't know what it was. This was a really good issue, but I was a tad bit disappointed. I think the thing I was disappointed in this the most is because we got to see so many like characters in this issue. I kind of just wanted to be solely focused on the X-Men more and just bringing everybody in. Not that they had any big roles in it or anything, but I don't know. I wanted to focus on the X-Men themselves, not the whole Marvel universe like coming in at least this early and where it's not even a tie in any event or anything like. It made it seem like it should have been a big deal what was going on when it kind of wasn't. I'd say the first arc was probably better than the second arc of Technical Superior, or at least because of this issue, probably was. This is probably my least favorite issue of X-Men Gold so far. Yeah, I still did really enjoy it. And I'm just going to move on now to my number 11, and the book that just barely did not make it into my top 10, and that is sadly the only other DC book besides Dark Days that I got in this haul, and it is All-Star Batman issue number 1. Holy shit, this was good. I'm going to try my hardest, my damnedest, to pick up All-Star Batman when I can and catch up because I really want to read All-Star Batman now. This issue was awesome, just made me want to read more. Can't wait to pick up more. And yeah, just great. Two-Face, awesome. Backup story, awesome. Great scene. I forget his name, but the sidekick now. And yeah, just all around good time. Now we're on to my top 10. And my number 10 and just barely made it in, but I had to kind of make All-Star Batman maybe should have been in here over these books, but I felt like I should put this in because I really did enjoy these issues, except maybe the first one was a bit off. But Avengers issues number 6 through 9 with the number 1 variants, of course, also. Really good stuff. These issues are really good, especially issues number 7 and 8 with Infamous Iron Man. Perfect. He should be on the team full time. That was awesome. Issue 6 was a bit weak, in my opinion. Issue 9 was great too. A great Secret Empire tie-in. Deadpool still is my favorite Secret Empire tie-in, which we'll talk about later. A story arc, but really good. Focused on Thor. Actually, let me show you guys the cover here. Focused on Thor and this random character in this different world that she's trapped in because of the events of the Free Comic Book Day Secret Empire issue. Really good stuff, though. Glad I'm picking up Avengers, and it's gonna get added to my pull list probably. So yeah, I just want things to come off my pull list before I add it, though. But as long as he keeps getting extra copies into the shop of Avengers, then I'm happy, and I won't add it to my pull list straight away. Now moving on to my number 9, it is The Walking Dead, ranking it in quite a good spot, issue number 168, in the top 50%. The Roads End, this issue's called. This was such a good issue. You can get into the psychology of the saviors and the leader, the new leader now, and just the conversation that was had was fantastic. And it was such a good issue. Really good aftermath to Andrea's death. Spoiler alert, whoops, in the last issue. I mean, if you haven't read that and you're a reader of The Walking Dead, that's not my fault. And if you're one of the people that read straight, just pick up the single issues, mate. Or especially if you're one of those people that stupidly reads the compendiums of The Walking Dead and you're like, oh, I've got all of them now and I can't read the story. Just pick up the goddamn comics or even the trades. I don't understand. It's the only reason I would pick up the compendiums, but I would only pick up the compendiums because I already have and have read the story. That's the only reason I would, just because I want it and I can read it all in like a big thing. That's the reason I would get the compendiums. But if you just want to read the story, I do not recommend the compendiums. The trades are probably the best route because you're not going to find the comics. So the trades are really good. But anyway, moving on now because I just spent like a minute talking about Walking Dead stuff. Um, I'm still making better time right now than my last episode of Ranked. No, the 2 episodes ago, my other big haul. And I'm almost done reading the comics from my own new comic haul number 30. I have 8 more comics to go. All new ones too. So that was my number 9. My number 8 is gonna be Deadpool issue number 32. What a good issue. I would say this one actually probably outbeats 31 also. This story just keeps getting better. The Secret Empire story just keeps getting better with each issue. Last issue was awesome. This issue was awesome also. Great stuff. We see by the end that Deadpool's kind of done with this whole Hydra shit. And yeah, it's really good. And we got to see Ellie, and we get to see Deadpool as a hit list. We get to see Speedball in this issue, which looked really weird. I didn't like how he was drawn. I did not like his outfit. Go back to classic Speedball. Plus, he looked all older. I don't want an older Speedball. Keep him as the younger character, as he's supposed to be in the New Warriors type of shit. But yeah, really good. Really happy. Also, he found the base and stuff, but he didn't report it. And it was really good. It was a really good story. But anyway, I'm going to move on now to my number 7. We're getting down to the wire here. And my number 7 is going to be the Uncanny Avengers issue number 23. For one Deadpool series to a kind of Deadpool series, except this was the last issue with Deadpool in the series, I think. Wonder Man makes a triumphant return. Some great dialogue. I love Rogue. I love Deadpool. I even kind of love Wonder Man now. Cameo by Beast again. Promises of a great future for this team. The team almost splits again. Oh boy. And I've already read the Secret Empire tie-ins too. Wow, this was quite an issue. Probably one of my favorites of Uncanny Avengers. This series just gets better as it goes along. I love it. I don't know if the Secret Empire times were better than this, but they were really good. But this series just keeps getting better. I'm happy to be reading it. Glad I've been picking it up from the beginning. I'm glad I don't have any gaps in the series. I used to, but I don't anymore. Suck on that. And yeah, I'm going to move on now, though, to my number 6, which is, this is ranking really high, and now I want to read more of it, and it's driving me nuts. But it's Old Man Logan, issues number 1 through 4. Wow, was this a good story, and I knew I would like it, and now I regret not picking it up from the beginning. I almost fell over. How have I not been picking this up? Like, I should have been picking it up. I was kind of a bit of a Wolverine hater a couple years ago, so I was like, he's kind of overrated. Wolverine's awesome, and this isn't even Wolverine, this is Old Man Logan, bitch. This series that from what I've read so far, awesome stuff. I'm going to be picking up more issues. There's actually some issues missing and some gaps at my shop, but I'll probably just ignore those and try to pick them up online or if they show up in my shop. But yeah, really good stuff. Really glad I'm starting to pick this up now. I don't know when I'm going to be able to pick up more issues because I have a shit ton already of books to pick up. But maybe you'll see some in the next haul. The next story arc is also 4 issues long. So I might just end up getting like 10 $5.99 books and one or in the 4 to get that arc done. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Really good stuff. And now I'm gonna move on to my number 5, which is gonna have to be, I think I just almost ruined my Deadpool comic a bit. My number 5 is gonna have to be Secret Empire issue number 4. What a great issue. The best issue probably. That's hard to compete with 0 and 1. 0 1 are really good. Probably the best issue of Secret Empire to date. And actually, it probably gets beat out by number 5, which I've already read. And whew, Secret Empire is getting good. Story's really escalating. Really good stuff. We're really happy. This would have been the halfway point originally, but now I've reached the halfway point of issue number 5. And boy, oh boy, the halfway point is delicious story. Don't know what else to say. Hank Pym as Ultron. love it. The confrontations between characters was fucking fantastic, and that's all I'm gonna say because I want to get this video done. We're already 20 minutes in, and now moving on to my number 4. And I was not expecting this book to rank so highly. This book, I don't know if it's ever ranked so highly, especially in the bigger haul. Usually this is towards the bottom of my rankings, even though it's a really good story. But it is Spider-Man / Deadpool, issue number 18. The final issue with Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness on the book. In any other haul, maybe any haul not including like Jessica Jones or Defenders, this probably would have come in at number 1. This was such a good story. This was such a good story. The final part of the Itsy Bitsy story arc. And the final issue with Joe Kelly and McGuinness. Thank you for this story, 12-issue story that you guys put in all together. 12 issues you guys got done. Great story. Great team up stuff. And I'm I really feel like this should have been the end of the series. I kind of wish the series ended here, so I don't think it can be better than this anymore. Like, I'm excited to see where the series goes, but at the same time, I kind of just feel like, should I be reading this anymore? This should be over? Like, this doesn't feel right. It just was such a good end. Like, it's like, oh, we'll have to do this another time. Like, it should have ended, but whatever. Good stuff. Can't wait to read more. Spider-Man / Deadpool. Just when I was kind of thinking of dropping this book, of course it has one of my favorite issues, possibly of the year. So, goddamn. And just one of my favorite stories of the year, probably. Now moving on more to my final 3. And I gotta say, the Defenders are in my top 2. The Defenders books. The Defenders are rocking right now. And the fact that's gonna be the title, Defenders are rocking. But my number 3 is X-Men Blue. The always fantastic, the always extraordinary, the always astonishing, the always uncanny X-Men Blue. Issue number 6. Yet again, another great issue of X-Men Blue. Please, this is my favorite X-Men series right now. Loving it. Great stuff. This team is awesome. I'm also reading more All New X-Men now. Thank you, Marvel, for this. And yeah, what can I say? It was sad what happened to the gold this time, but Blue, keep on going. Now we're down to my final 2. I've got the Defenders issues number 1 and 2, and Jessica Jones issue number 9. And my number 2 will reveal my number 1. And my number 2 is the Defenders issues number 1 and 2. Almost got number 1, and I thought it was going to, but then I read Jessica Jones last, and it stole my heart again. What do I say? What a great team. I'm so happy with this book. As I'm also loving Luke Cage and Jessica Jones both so much right now. And this team, and Daredevil, who I actually kind of hate. I'm not the biggest fan of Daredevil. I actually think he's a really overrated character. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Iron Fist, but Daredevil's probably my favorite member of the team. And just the promise of the book, all the characters are awesome in here. The fact that Diamondback's becoming such a big player, really cool. Seeing Black Cat, awesome. Seeing Night Nurse, awesome. Seeing Blade, awesome. Whew, this. I'm done. I don't know what to say. It was just such a good book and such good issues. Can't wait to pick up issue 3, and I will be picking up issue 3 next time. But wow, just wow. Holy. Yeah, and moving on to my number 1. I don't know what I'm going to say about this book. It was just what it was. Jessica Jones, issue number 9. And I'm officially going to say this right now. Jessica Jones is my favorite series at the moment. I'm sorry, Miles. I'm sorry, Spider-Man and Bendis. I mean, Bendis still writes this. Hell, Bendis still writes my, top 2 series, top 3 series maybe now. Defenders is one of my favorite series now too, with those 2 issues. This was plainly amazing. Jessica Jones is continuity's best friend. It is, I don't know, it's just really reader friendly. Well, it's reader friendly, but at the same time it's really not reader friendly. It's just there's this stuff and you're like, what does that mean and stuff, and you're like, go research. I feel like Jessica Jones is just I don't know how well this book is selling, but it's probably underrated. so good. I really hope this series doesn't end anytime soon. I hope this goes like forever, as long as it stays at the same quality. I just hope this goes for a long time. I'd be so sad if it ended like when Black Widow ended. Jessica Jones is almost becoming my favorite character, female character over Black Widow. How good this comic is. And because besides the Black Widow's actually serious, I feel like sometimes she isn't written the best, and she's kind of like really not a person like I would really like in real life. So yeah, I don't know. Black Widow's probably still my favorite though. Really good stuff though. What an incredible story. Luke Cage and Jessica Jones kind of get back together in this one. Really good. Jessica goes back to jail again through Shield. Their dialogue with Agent Carter, Sharon Carter, and make fun of her hair and stuff, and it ends up with a self-typhoid Mary, which gets some sexual tension in there, which was kind of strange, but Jessica punched him out, and later, dialogue between Luke and Jessica. Not that much didn't even happen in this story. It's supposed to be part of the like Maria Hill, Secret of Maria Hill and stuff. You wouldn't even kind of know that if you weren't like. It doesn't. I mean, it didn't really advance the Maria Hill stuff basically whatsoever. Yet it was still an amazing story because most people would probably consider this a sort of fillerish issue. But this is the type of stuff I love. I love when comics can get deep into like the actual personality of characters sometimes, and it's not just all action. I love seeing actual character and deep stuff in a comic too, and that's what we got with this issue. And I love it. I love my comics to be have a grand spectrum to them, and this comic has just that, and I love it. And plus, hearing Jessica's thoughts is always great. The dialogue in this book is probably some of the best, if not the best, dialogue of all in all like comics right now. And thank you, Bendis, yet again. I swear I say that way more than you'd probably expect, but thank you, Bendis. You're a madman, a mad genius, and my favorite writer still. You are the best, man. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video now because we are approaching 27.5 minutes. In fact, we'll be past that towards 28 minutes by the time this video ends. So anyway, guys, I'll see you all in the next video, which will be that comic show for this week. I still need to do that Marvel Legacy rant video, but it probably won't be this week because this week's a busy week. I work tomorrow. I won't be able to record tomorrow. Thursday, I'm busy with something, but I will have time to record early on, hopefully, and get that out there. But I will be busy also on Thursday for an hour later on the day, but still, that's a lot for me. It's something really important, so yeah. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, and I won't be able to record this weekend because I'm gone until Sunday, so yeah, you guys won't be getting many more uploads this week. You'll only be getting 1 or 2 more. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, even share if you like to. I hope my audio is good enough. I'm speaking loud enough. I'm just trying to be quiet because well, personal stuff. And plus, my window's open, but I had to keep it open or else I'd be dying right now from heat. And I can't have my fan on because it kind of ruins the quality, probably, the audio. But yeah, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please, I wish I edited it. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, even share if you like to. And anyway, guys, I will see you all in the next video, which will be that comic shop, episode number 39.1. Almost to 40. And anyway, guys, I'll see y'all later. And peace out. Jessica Jones, the one left standing. You are the best. Thank you, Bendis, and peace out, bitches.